Hello, I'm Cindy with Wisconsin Voices. Let me do that over. Today we'll be hearing from Will DeRuin, certified peer counselor lead from Dad's Move. Hi, Will. How are you today?
I am doing well. How are you doing today?
Good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. So tell me, in what ways have you been treated differently due to stigma?
Well, I have been treated differently myself being an individual from the BIPOC community. I am a single father of five boys. So there has been numerous times where I could tell I have been stigmatized because they're not going to, I will be assumed that I'm always going to have a rough time. Resources will not be available for me to take upon the primary duties to be the best father that I could be. So there's going to be some walls put up. There has been some walls put up, some extra ladders, some extra paths and the lack of resources for me to be able to partake upon to do it in the manner that I would like to. Um, so I've had to do a lot of more searching and searching on my behalf, whereas it might be a lot easier for other individuals from other communities to partake upon it and have it upon them almost given to them per se. I hate to say it for what it is. Sometimes that's how it is in society. Like I said, I'm a father of five young men, single father. So therefore, it's a lot harder. And a lot of times you get that look or that belief that, you're not going to be able to do it or you're not going to do it. Whereas I was and I did.
So it sounds like, it's harder to find that support,
Yes,
having to dig for it, having there be barriers in place, and really have to, take that extra effort to find that support that's out there and being met with um, lack of belief that you're able to proceed.
most definitely. And that's what led me to working and doing what I'm doing with Dad's Move. So those dads, throw that one in, their dads do need that extra support or any support. And so that's what, Dad's Move is here to do. And so that's why I kind of drove to being able to be a part of this wonderful organization.
Awesome. Awesome. And why does stigma have such a negative influence on people battling substance use disorder when seeking treatment?
Well, a lot of people, when they're looking for treatment, they may fall down sometimes. They may take that fall down. So immediately upon falling down or taking that hindrance, they want to go back to doing what had brought them to where they had found themselves in the first place. So they sometimes they want to give up, or a lot of times they do give up instead of being able to be seen and heard and know that they can do it and they will be able to do it, just taking baby steps. And so a lot of times they're like, okay, well, I have fallen, so I'm going to give up and revert back to going back to get myself engaged into what I was doing prior to. Whereas those falls, those stumbles, those bricks come into play, but to know that it is possible, it is doable. And sometimes those steps are mandatory that has to be taken in order for people to learn these things in order to succeed in a more positive manner. That's just life. Everybody falls no matter what it is. But when you have these substance abuse problems, it's intensified more because there's a lot more obstacles that we or I had to go under, myself including.
Yeah, absolutely. And it can be hard, with that stigma, as you had mentioned, to, seek out help again, because if, you fall down and there's stigma, it's harder to get back up, and that can definitely pose a challenge.
Yes, it can, especially then if you put in the fact that people who are from the BIPOC community, that's a double stigma, a double stigmatization, excuse me, that they will have to climb these extra stools, these extra ladders, these extra paths to go down. Or people who have been incarcerated. I was incarcerated for 3 years, so that's extra added on to it. But I have reverted myself to do it in a positive manner. So that was a lot extra. And I'm a single father as well, five boys. And so that's extra, extra, and extra added on to it. But it's doable. It just takes a
Yeah, yeah. So really what I'm hearing is that stigmas can add up. They add
yes,
up,
it can.
yeah, they pile up on each other, and I'll just scratch that. Um, yeah. So is there anything else you'd like to add?
The only thing I would like to add for anybody who happens to hear this is just don't give up. Everybody falls. It's human nature. Regardless of your ups and downs in your life, don't give up because it is doable. If I could do the things that I have gone through, I know anybody can. Raising five boys, a single father is not easy, but I did it. They're all grown now. So if I could do it, I know anybody else can. And that there are people out there to assist you when you need me.
That's awesome. Message of hope for viewers.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Hope is super important.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Will, for sharing your views on stigma. And
Uh-huh.
thank you to our viewers for watching. Speak Out on Stigma is a forum to raise awareness about the harmful